So today we're going over a variation of the overhead press. For my video, I've decided to choose what is called the Javelin Press. What it is that it's a single arm standing overhead press using a bar. You can use a straight bar, a curl bar. More advanced athletes can use an Olympic bar. But for today's sake in this video, we're going to be using a curl bar. So what we're looking for first is picking the bar up off the floor. With the longer, heavier bar, it's a little bit more challenging, but for today's sake, there's two methods you can use. You could actually grab the bar from the middle and curl it with one arm, or if it were to be a heavier bar or a longer bar, you would place your hand in the middle of the bar, your support hand underneath that bar, and you use it to pick it straight up and then tilt it over on your shoulder. So we'll go ahead and we can demonstrate both if you'd like. We'll start with the curl. One arm curl, just do a simple curl, turn the bar sideways, and you let the bar rest on top of your deltoid muscle. So this is the starting position for this exercise. For the sake of the video, we'll go ahead and we'll demonstrate the other way to lift the bar. To put it in the starting position, you put your lifting hand in the middle of the bar, support hand underneath it, go ahead and lift it straight up, and then pick it up and put it on the bar. Okay. So this is our starting position here. What you're looking for is the fist is right about where your chin is located. The bar is resting just above the deltoid muscle. And in a minute here, when we go ahead and negotiate the lift, what I'm looking for is driving the fist straight up in the air while keeping the bar level and maintaining a straight line from your head, your shoulder, to your hip, to your knee, to your ankle, all the way down. For this particular exercise, the major muscle groups that we're working are the deltoid muscles, the tricep, the lats, the traps, and the back muscles. But added variation to this particular exercise to make it a little bit more difficult, because the weight is distributed over a longer distance, is incorporating all the stabilizer muscles. So in this case, the forearm starting here, but this will actually trickle on down as you move the weight through your bicep, tricep, shoulder, and on through your back. So when you're ready, what I'm looking for is without arching your back, we're just going to drag your fist straight. Okay. So this is about, go ahead one more time, give me a hold. This is the halfway point of the actual exercise, driving the fist straight up. But go ahead and return. As you can see, just being able to hold it up for one rep is actually quite challenging, because again, with a normal dumbbell or even a kettlebell, the weight is centralized in one area, versus in this case, 15-pound curl bar, the weight is distributed over the length of the bar, which makes it a little bit more challenging. So one more time, fist comes straight up in the air. Now what I'm looking for as a spotter is, go ahead and return the weight. What I'm looking for as a spotter is that I'm in an elevated position, which allows me to keep an eye on the bar as it's moving. Make sure he's maintaining a level balance of the bar. I'm here to support the wrist in order to assist the lift as it's happening. And then also, I'm also keeping an eye on making sure he's not arching his back as he's doing. So one more time, give me 3 if you can. Straight up, straight down. Good. Try to keep it level. And relax. Now, the main challenge, some of the biggest things that you see with beginner lifters for this exercise is that the number one challenge is there's no weight to determine a designated indicator on the bar to determine what the weight is. Typically, an athlete will look at a bar and they'll grab a big bar because they can eye the bar and they look at it and they're like, oh, I could do that, that's easy. What they don't realize is that it's 45 pounds for an Olympic sized bar. And to be able to negotiate the exercise properly, to maintain a level bar, and to negotiate multiple reps, is that it can't put their body in compromising positions and risking an injury. You could also do a straight bar, which is 25 pounds, a curl bar is 15, but that's, for a lot of people, it's not obvious as you would think, and a lot of times they would, again, eye the bar and just say, well, I can do that. And so For this sake, we're going with 15-pound curl bar. Now again, because we are activating so many stabilized muscles throughout the lift, the more reps you do, the more challenging it becomes, which means you have to be more disciplined for the athlete to maintain a steady level bar, but also not compromising yourself by arching the back and losing that straight line from head, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. So go ahead and give me 3 more. Now for the athlete, as they begin to tire, to fight that arch in the back, what I would tell them is to imagine if they had a board, if I were to press a board behind their back here, and to imagine themselves laying and pressing their back, or having that board there to prevent them from arching the back. They can even visualize themselves as if they're laying down flat on the ground, so being able to negotiate the same. Okay. So again, starting position, arms coming up just above head level, just right before the arms locking out. Trying to maintain a level steady bar. And that is the Javelin Press.